that you did move in with him.
Objection leading. Your Honor, I'm going to object on hearsay.
He's my co-star.
Objection, Your Honor, hearsay.
If you were able to tune in during the trial, you will know how Camille Vasquez would object countless times during Elaine Bredehoft's questioning. Most of the time, the objections were sustained and Elaine will struggle to rephrase her question only to object to be cut off by Vasquez again. One of the most common objections Vasquez would make is with regards to hearsay, since Elaine tends to ask questions that have answers which can't be admitted because the witness has no personal knowledge about it. Recently, a lawyer elaborated further on Elaine's strategy to get inadmissible evidence admitted in court and explained how Amber Heard's lawyer failed miserably in doing so. So, did Elaine try to trick the jury into admitting this evidence? And how badly did Elaine perform during the trial? Let's find out. It's impossible not to be aware of how well Vasquez and Johnny Depp's lawyers handled the case for their client. Unlike Elaine, who gets interrupted every 5 seconds or so, even Amber was visibly frustrated with her own lawyer, and it's just a disaster.
Objection leading.
If we approach and your kids in the car on the street, you
Objection,
need to move
hearsay. That calls for hearsay, Your Honor.
When he finished filming, the plan was to do
Objection, Your Honor, hearsay.
While a lot of fans already see how Elaine would object, most are still confused as to why this lawyer took the initiative to explain. The most controversial objection was made when Amber tried to testify based on her therapy notes, which was immediately prevented by Johnny's lawyer since they alleged that it was hearsay. Of course, Elaine tried to counter and reason it out, but was ultimately rejected. One of Elaine's arguments is that the therapist's notes are prior statements that were already made in the past. However, the lawyer explained that this is what hearsay is, and Elaine cannot get around the fact that it's inadmissible by repacking it as what he called new goods.
Just because you said something in the past doesn't make it more credible when you say it now. You just get to repeat something over and over and over again, and it just becomes more credible. But the problem with that, and the reason why that evidentiary rule exists, is that in the minds of the jury, you can confuse them and make them think that it is somehow more inherently credible because it's in a doctor's note. You're just trying to repackage the same shit that was said and then sell it.
Because of this, a lot of fans understood how well Johnny's lawyer did and how terrible Elaine was as a lawyer. Like, is it even normal to get back-to-back objections during your cross-examination? This fan shared how amazed she was with how Vasquez caught every opportunity to object and said they are objecting because she has no concrete evidence of anything and she's trying to find her way around through use of hearsay to come up with new defensive tactics, like new fake evidence and witnesses to distort the course of legal proceedings. They're doing a great job. Another added and wrote, "You can't get mad at them because her testimony is filled with hearsay and she refuses to stay on track. They are doing their job far better than her lawyers did. At least they didn't object to their own question, lol." Hopefully, this explanation will shed some light on what really happened during the trial. I think we can now understand why Johnny won and why Amber wasn't able to present so much evidence, since most of them were either object or just straight up inadmissible in court. How about you? Do you think Elaine's strategy failed? And how badly did this affect Amber's chance of winning the case? Let us know in the comments below.